All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Donnie. Ever since I was a kid, I was always fascinated with the gift of Donny Hathaway. When I first heard this Christmas on the radio stations as a kid, I would ask my mother, who was that? And my uncle / big brother, he introduced me to the songs of Donny. This is what, preteen, and it took me away, man. Every day I would listen to Donny Hathaway, just his music. I don't know what it of course his voice and his tonality, it captures your heart, but it's the essence and the spirit behind what he was saying I identified with. And so I never understood why, and I understood when I got older, because I went through a depression stage and didn't realize that I was dealing with depression at a younger age.
But then you round it off some more. You ain't got to round with it right here. Keep it succinct.
There are true intricacies.
Like we're, opening a lot of people's eyes to who he was and telling his story so that people can learn who he was. So that kind of excited me, and it was just a good story. I just loved it.
There's so much subtext under the story where there's two different stories that's told, and one particularly is based on the fact that Donnie saw the reality in life, and he saw the truth, and the genius behind who he was able to see things much clearer than a normal mind. And because we can't necessarily identify with the genius of that mindset, we deemed him schizophrenic.
I think it's good for us to see the world through different eyes.
If you're not familiar with, first of all, Donny Hathaway's music, get hip. Get hip, because it's certainly a treat, absolutely a treat to hear the power and the passion and the soul in the vocals of his brother.
I had wrote a song called Today, and it dealt with a feeling or emotion that you wish would always remain.
First of all, he wrote the song in the vein of Donny Hathaway, and to perform it that way with the arrangements was super dope. It was super dope. It's like the way the music connects to the story.
I took it to my music producer, and we were supposed to produce it the next day, but he got so into the song itself, he produced it on his own. And so the next day I returned back to the studio, and he had already laid the track and I already sung through it.
You can't help but feel the words. You can't help but feel attached to the story.
To see somebody that troubled be that sweet and be that loving, kind, generous, whatever, was impactful to me.
I like the story. I like how it shows, it exposes, mental illness, and how, Black people are towards getting therapy, and just marital issues that a lot of us go through. And so I just like that it was real, and it was a real story. Like,
he made me look like that. I felt like I was Donnie for real, and that was the fun part of the movies, man. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. So I encourage you to support Anthony Cuffey and Anthony Cuffey Films. Support all the actors.
Risk alarming, and even perhaps have them question.